So, you want my honest opinion about the Nonito Donaire versus Andres Campos fight? Because I'll give it to you. I see a lot of comments out there saying that Nonito Donaire is no longer the same. Some people are not impressed. But let me tell you this. You probably haven't realized this. This is something important about this fight. Because if you did, you'll be impressed. Because whether you like it or not, Nonito Donaire Jr. is a world champion at age 42. But let's break down the fight. Let's break down the good, the bad, and what's next. And let's talk about it right now because Pau Salud is going to give you the truth. Here we go.
Here comes the boom, boom, pow. Powcast Nation, stand up now. Get ready for the truth. Powcast, the pioneer, the original Pow. Sports updates, join Powcast Nation. Powcast Sports #1. Powcast Sports, the #1 independent sports voice in the Philippines.
Powcast Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.
All right, so Nonito Donaire made a successful return to pro boxing and became the interim WBA bantamweight world champion by defeating Andres Campos, the Chilean boxer, at age of 42. And if you're not impressed by that, then maybe you're a healthy 40-year-old with abs and a morning gym routine. But if you're just sitting there with your big belly, just stop it, okay? I get where you're coming from, though. Yes, Nonito is no longer in his prime. Just like most of the 40-year-old, except for me. and don't expect him to look like the same way as he did when he was 20 or 30. But, at his age, to dominate a 28-year-old fighter like Campos, to win most of the rounds and outbox a caliber Chilean fighter, that's impressive. Now, Nonito came in with a game plan and executed that with ease, if you ask me. Landing punches, throwing combination, and controlling the face. And although Campos fought back and showed aggression, pushed forward, but he didn't have enough truly to trouble Donaire. Every time Campos pushes, Donaire had answer. And what's the evidence? The judges said it all. The judges had it at 88, 83, 87, 84. And that's a solid scorecard that reflects Donaire's ring generalship. Now, it was unfortunate that Donaire got cut in the right eye due to an accidental headbutt. But it would have been more exciting to see the fight go to the full distance. But since Donaire could no longer see, then the official had to make the right call and stop it. And as a boxing fans, bitin. But as a Filipino fan, I'll take it. A win is a win, and this one is historical. Okay, now let's talk about what's missing in the fight, because there is. And I'll tell you straightforward, maybe Nonito will have an answer, or Rachel will have an answer for this, because I'm looking for that power. They say power is the last thing to go for a boxer, even as the boxer age. But it didn't quite, reflect, or I didn't quite see that in the fight. Yes, Nonito has the speed, I think the timing, it's probably not the same. He still got the skills, but Campos was getting tagged clean all night, hence the scorecard, but Campos kept coming forward. As if the punches that used to sleep Montiel, Ubaali, and the Darchinian were gone. So what's going on? Has Donaire's power diminished? Or is Campos just one tough hombres despite being stopped before? And he's a smaller guy. That's the question I leave you guys. But, with this win, Nonito Donaire proved that he is still a world-class fighter. He's once again part of the conversation, and he's definitely going to get a big bantamweight fight. And if you ask me, what's next? It's very simple. showdown with the regular champion in the WBA, whether it's Vargas or I think a trip to Japan is imminent. As an interim champion, he is entitled for a big fight. And while the next one could be more dangerous than this, he showed that even with, again, and you don't realize this yet, even with 2 years layoff, he still got it. He even promised that he'll be better in his next fight. And I believe him. And hopefully we see him before the end of the year because, of course, he's 42. So as much fight as possible, as long as that eye is healed. And if you're one of the fans about to comment that Casemiro na lang ang next, just stop it right now because I will answer this. There's no real benefit to Donaire entertaining that fight. But I do honestly hope that Casemiro gets an active fight again or maybe an activity fight before the end of the year. But Donaire is chasing legacy, and with that legacy comes the big money fight and a world title fight. So he just focused on that. But the real final question for you guys is that how would you grade Nonitos Donaire's performance against Andres Campos? Because for me, at 42, with that kind of ring IQ, the discipline, the heart, and the speed, that for me is still elite. What do you think?